All right, so this is very much like the last one we did, except they didn't give us the slope directly. So it still wants us to write an equation slope-intercept form for the line that passes through each pair of points. So if we need to write it in slope-intercept form, even if we're starting in point-slope form, we need the slope. So let's go ahead and label. We've got x1, y1, x2, y2. So we know we have 2 points. That's enough information to find the slope. So we're going to do y2 minus y1. So 3 minus -3, which is the same thing as 3 plus 3. And then x2 minus x1. So we want 3 minus -3. Now we're going to do 2 minus 4. So that means that our slope is going to be 6 over -2, which would reduce to -3. So we have our slope, oops, sorry about that. We have our slope, which is -3. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this work from the slope. If you need to, I know you're probably copying these ones down because these ones are part of your homework. So you can always pause and go back and get that work if you need it. All right, so the whole goal still is to write it in slope-intercept form like before. That doesn't mean you need to start in slope-intercept form. We have a point, we have the slope. Best bet would be to use point-slope form and then just rewrite it in slope-intercept form. I'm going to use this point just because it avoids the negatives and I don't have to remember to rewrite it as plus instead of minus. It just kind of keeps us from making minor errors. If there were negatives, the other example had us with a negative, so you know how to do that. All right, so y minus y1, well here, y2, it doesn't matter. So we have y minus 3 equals m times x minus 2. So if you need to see it, it was y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. We just happen to use the x2, y2. It doesn't matter because this one will be like obsolete, and this is the point we chose. So this is the same thing as x1, y1, since we just labeled those to find the slope earlier. All right, so just like the last one, we would have to distribute to get rid of those parentheses. We have y minus 3 equals -3x plus 6, because that's a -3 times a -2. And then once again, to be in slope-intercept form, y has to be by itself. So to get y by itself, we need to move that -3. We're just going to add it to the other side. And you end up with y equals -3x plus 9. So this is a lot like one of the assignments we had already done together. So that's why I have 100% confidence in you. So now that you've seen number 5, I want you to also do 6, 7, and 8. So if you would like to, I think the best use of time would be for you to send me pictures of those 6 problems, 2, 3, 4, and then now 6, 7, and 8 for me to check before we see each other Saturday. But if not, we can check it at the very beginning of Saturday. And then we'll finish this assignment together by doing 9, 22, and 24, because those are the word problems. They're a little trickier, and it's a little bit easier sometimes with 2 people talking through it together. Alrighty, I'll see you Saturday.